Which fictional character would still be alive if other characters had used a bit of common sense? Jaws, the mayor who thought it would be a good idea to keep the beaches open despite grave warnings from a shark scientist and the police chief. Edit, it has one of my favorite lines from the mayor at this point. Hooper goes on explaining the power and the size of the shark we are dealing with, stating how the graffiti on the town billboard is proportionally accurate. The mayor responds, "Love to prove that, wouldn't ya? Get your name into the National Geographic. Good thing such a scenario would never happen in real life." I enjoyed Skyfall, and I think it is a gorgeous movie. The plot is insanely stupid at every turn. After the escape, their plan to defeat Silva is to use an untraceable vehicle to leave London so he can't follow them and then use a computer to create a false trail to where they are actually going. They want to lure Silva to Bond's Scottish mansion in the middle of nowhere to kill him. Do they coordinate with MI6 to send an assassin team? Do they send Scotland Yard? The SAS? No, they decide that Bond can probably handle it with whatever old hunting weapons might still be lying around the mansion. And in the end, the bad guy succeeds in his plan to kill M and end his own life, but somehow Bond and MI6 consider this a bittersweet victory. You failed completely. The entire crew of the Prometheus had two fucking idiots stranded underground during a storm decided it wasn't a good idea to fuck with a completely unknown alien species. Also, the Nostromo crew really should have done a second scan before letting the guy who just got face raped walk around the ship. To be fair to the Nostromo crew, Ash had explicit company orders to bring back the alien and the crew was expendable. The android was the medical specialist on that crew and the crew had no reason to distrust him until later. Pretty much everybody from Jurassic Park 2. InGen set up a defensible position after capturing a bunch of herbivores to bring back for a park in San Diego. Then Nick, Vince Vaughn, breaks out all the dinosaurs which proceed to rampage through the camp destroying the perimeter walls. Since he's been sniffing glue since kindergarten, Nick decides it would be a fantastic idea to bring an injured baby T-Rex back to his team. This predictably draws in the parents which eat Eddie. After being rescued by the InGen team who he just screwed over and endangered, Nick sabotages the bullets in the elephant gun the lead InGen contractor carries. You know, the one weapon they have against the T-Rexes whose fury Nick brought down on them. When the hunter has the T-Rex in his sights he is unable to put the animal down and save everyone. This leads to a few of them getting eaten and the rest running right into raptor territory and mostly getting picked off. After losing all of the plant-eating dinosaurs and already having a tranquilized T-Rex sitting there, the only way for InGen to recoup their losses for the trip is to bring the Rex back instead. Which kicks off the disaster in San Diego. The movie talks about Nick being in a fringe movement of Greenpeace. Apparently, he's supposed to be a fanatical animal rights activist. Based on his decisions I think he's more of suicidally stupid crusader against human lives. But really the master stroke of idiocy, the magnum opus of moronic ineptitude is performed by Sarah, Julianne Moore. This experienced field researcher travels to a dangerous island alone and without means of communication, endangering herself and the rescue team. She gets close enough to touch the dinosaurs all while chastising the others and saying they can't disrupt so much as a blade of grass. All of that is bad enough, but then she performs surgery on the baby T-Rex that numbskull Nick brought to the camp. Then this expert in her field travels across the island in a vest covered in the baby T-Rex's blood, despite 1. Knowing the T-Rex's track by scent, 2. Seeing the T-Rexes act vindictive when it comes to their child, 3. And having the goddamn blood pointed out to her by InGen's big game hunter. She still wears the vest and leads the T-Rex to the survivors. She only realizes her mistake when the Rex is poking its head into her tent. Too stupid to live is a well-known movie trope. Somehow these characters surpass that label and are too stupid for anyone else to survive their idiocy. The first off the top of my head is Hedwig of the Harry Potter books. Why have 7 Harry Potters in the chase screen when Hedwig died? Give the polyjuice to Harry, make him look like anyone else. Perhaps a muggle that happened by. Use a muggle car instead of brooms. Really grab any muggle technology like a walkie-talkie. Hermione and Harry grew up in the muggle world. Sure, there's some excuses for not using muggle tech in Hogwarts or other strong magical locations. But they could use it elsewhere. At the very least have the luggage sent another way. Another idea: summon the Hogwarts house elves to get the luggage, and cast distraction spells. I don't know if a house elf could have teleported Harry. Edited for clarity and correction. All of the deaths in Jurassic World stem from one scene when no one was using common sense. We can't get a visual on the creature, it must have escaped its enclosure. I'll go in to investigate. Wait, before you enter a death trap with a genetically modified killing machine/abomination, why don't we turn on the tracking device to see where it is? Oh yeah. It would have been pretty stupid to have rushed in when you were literally about to activate its chip. Heh, it's still there. Oh, now I see it, looks like it can camouflage. Good thing we didn't release it to go on a killing spree in the park. Now go spend some time with your nephews like you promised, you insensitive bitch.